What if I told you that Shaytan is more afraid of your Ramadan than you are? Not because you're perfect, not because you haven't sinned, but because he knows something you might have forgotten, that one sincere Ramadan can undo years of his work. That terrifies him. Here's what most people don't talk about. Shaytan doesn't sleep when Ramadan approaches. He accelerates. Right now, in these final days before the blessed month, he is working overtime on your mind. He's whispering things like, "Enjoy yourself now. You'll fix everything in Ramadan." Or, "These are your last days of freedom. Make the most of them." It sounds harmless, even logical. But think about what he's actually doing. He's trying to make sure you arrive at Ramadan exhausted from sin, carrying guilt so heavy that instead of running to Allah with excitement, you crawl in with shame. He doesn't just want you to sin, he wants to poison the starting line. But here's where it gets more dangerous. Even if Shaytan fails to stop you from worshipping in Ramadan, he has a backup plan, and it's clever. He lets you fast. He lets you pray Taraweeh. He even lets you cry in sujood. But while you're worshipping, he's already planting seeds for after Ramadan. He whispers, "Just pause that haram for 30 days. You can go back to it after Eid." He whispers, "Delete the playlist during Ramadan, but don't lose the link." He whispers, "Fix your relationship with Allah this month. You've earned a little break afterward." Do you see the trap? He's not trying to stop your worship. He's trying to make your worship temporary. He wants you to be a seasonal Muslim, someone who transforms in Ramadan and returns to the same person the day after Eid. Ramadan was never designed to be a 30-day vacation from sin. It was designed to be a workshop for your soul, a training ground, a reset that rewires how you live for the remaining 11 months. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that the most beloved deeds to Allah are those that are consistent, even if they are small. Not the most intense, not the most dramatic, consistent. One page of Quran every single day beats 50 pages in one night, followed by silence. One sin abandoned for the sake of Allah, permanently, is worth more than a month of worship followed by return. Allah doesn't want your Ramadan. He wants you, all of you, for life. Let me ask you something that might be uncomfortable. What if this is your last Ramadan? Not a metaphor, not a motivational line, a real question. How many people sat at iftar last year, made dua, cried in qiyam, and today they are in their graves? They cannot pray one rak'ah, they cannot say a single astaghfirullah. They cannot make one more sincere intention. We act as though Ramadan is guaranteed, as though we have a contract with tomorrow. We don't. So ask yourself, if this is the last one, are you entering it ready? Or are you still waiting for the right time to change? Don't wait for the first night of Ramadan to start preparing your heart. Start now, today. If there's a sin you want to leave, begin leaving it now, not on the first of Ramadan, so that when the month arrives, you're not fighting a habit cold turkey. You've already begun to loosen its grip. If there's a habit you want to build, start small. Embarrassingly small if you have to. One page of Quran, one extra dhikr in the morning, one moment of stillness where you remember Allah before you pick up your phone. Small, consistent, sincere. Because the goal of Ramadan is not to feel transformed for 30 days. The goal is to be transformed permanently, so that even when Shaytan is unchained after Ramadan, he finds a different person waiting for him, someone he doesn't recognize anymore. Let this Ramadan be different, not because you're making big promises, but because you're making one real decision, that this month you're not just fasting from food, you're fasting from everything that keeps you far from Allah. And when Eid arrives, you won't return to who you were. You'll step forward into who you were always meant to become. Ya Allah, soften our hearts before Ramadan arrives. Forgive what came before, and make us of those who enter this month broken and leave it whole. Ameen. Share this before Ramadan. Someone needs to hear it.